keep this pain train rolling. MavMitchell up against Annis. A very solid name, a very solid deck. Annis even being into the top 20, 30 since pre-release. Definitely up there. But MavMitchell this time going to be GDI. And snipers with the rifles and the lasers into a Talon with our good old combo of the pit bulls and the tanks. Annis running more of what I call the Fallen deck, because this is who I saw popularize this one. But very solid to deal with early game, very solid into the mid game. Neither player likely to be running into a double harvester, and there's no tech on the field here at all. So this could actually go either way. Not entirely too sure, but we'll have to see how MavMitchell deals with the solid play of Annis here in this week's meta.
3, 2, 1. New objective.
Annis here on the left-hand side as the GDI's grudge match begins. It's Colonel Jackson up against General Solomon.
Unit ready.
So Mav and the ion cannons, if he becomes rich enough to use them, they do cost a pretty penny, could actually clear out entire pads by themselves. You saw Mav start off here with that barracks, no factory yet, into now the double rifles, and at equal levels on this patch, the double rifles will win against a shock. But they won't win 2v2. So 3v2, 2v2, something like that. There's going to be a lot of death being handed here. Mav will lose out the top. He should deal decently up against the bottom, but double shocks, triple shocks from Annis is going to be a bit too much for him to deal with. Going to try to chase down these snipers. Now the snipers is a two-ranged anti-infantry unit. It's going to be really good, but they are extremely frail. So we're going to use all these pit bulls just to make sure that you can keep them alive. Might have to give up this first point, though. This first nuke is definitely going to be going the way of Annis. Even with those snipers, there's no way a pit bull can actually jump right through any of that. So one pit bull down, the second about to drop. The shocks finally do get some face time there with those snipers, and a Talon out now as well. The pit bulls will deal well with the Talons, but the snipers are still getting cleaned up. They're just down to the one little sniper, and the Talon takes him down. Mav is in a spot of trouble.
Unit ready.
Kind of went a little bit too hard on top of those snipers. 50 cost snipers that only killed 2 or 3 units for 100 Tiberium investment. Definitely didn't work out very well. Annis has just been rapid fire shooting out these shocks. That's actually really good for Mav, who's been putting out a lot of Talons. So with the missiles dead, the shocks are basically free fodder. Annis has now gotten his own helipad, and this means it will be a bit more of an air war. But 4 Talons might be a bit too much here. Mav, we are going to have some missiles coming through. The pit bulls will be able to clean up here as well. Mav has been prompted to get into some armor. No tanks as of yet from Annis. We know he can, but Mav kind of beat him to the punch on that one. So might go from a bit more of an air focus here into these pit bull predator combos. Still looks like Talons are going to be real good for cleaning out some of these air units. If it was microed, Mav doesn't hit the Talon. He does have control of that top pad. There's going to be an ion cannon coming in. That's a dead tank. That means this should now be Mav's top nuke, and it is. I thought for a moment he was just going to kill his own Talon, but he microed it away at the last second. Not a problem. Still quite a bit of Talon focus here coming through. Annis really only has one answer, which is his own pit bulls, because everything else is kind of getting snipered at this point, right? If there's no predator tanks out there, your pit bulls are going to be the best bet. If there are tanks out there, put the pit bulls with some jump jets, and you just got to try to do a bit of a funky dance. But so far, Mav has actually climbed himself into this third nuke very nicely. Has a tank out. That has prompted more missiles to come through. Pit bulls from Mav is still clearing the sky, even if he is losing his own Talons in the air. But bottom pad is actually looking good for Annis, and now with some jump jets to come through, I'm not sure I would have put them there, but just really trying to make sure that both these pads stay yellow as long as they can. The missiles with the Jackson buff did very well in this bottom pad. The jump jets still holding top very nicely, but now it's just going to be more Talons. Talon spam. Talons in one pit bull. That one pit bull could actually be the game ender for Mav. Takes down that top Talon easy peasy. And I think I've not seen that many Talons for a long time. I don't know what you would call a herd of them, but Mav easily made 12 plus there. So Talons are pretty good units, guys. Pretty good units.